I'm going to talk to you about my advocacy presentation on maltreatment of children. I'd like to speak about the statistics. In 2017, 4.1 million reports of child maltreatment was in the United States, involving 7.5 million children. It's also stated that 6,006 children was reported as neglect, 5,001 children of physical abuse, 1,500 reports of sexual abuse, 1,167 reports of emotional abuse. Most of the reports come from those who have reported for the first time. 1/4 of the reports come from those who have prior history. Self-reporters are most likely to be of African Americans. Most of the reports are made by professional or mandated reporters. It is said that the reports are relied upon on adults due to children inability to access institutions to make a report. They often have cognitive or social emotional factors may impede on the child ability to make a self report. The child's emotions and attitudes rely on the alleged maltreatment. The child is often feared of embarrassment and retaliation and being re-victimized. They're afraid of the stigmatism. They're concerned of if they make a report. It is said there's more girls than boys that often abused. It is reported that 10,961 girls have been a victim of maltreatment. On the average age of 12.8 years old, they are more likely to be a Caucasian person, and those reports are identified as 11,164. The African American reports 5,768. It's the second largest children that has exhibited maltreatment. Children are often vulnerable because they're powerless. Children, they often are reviewed as unreliable sources of information. They may not receive the same attention of adults. It is reported that 2,900 cases have been substantiated. Unsubstantiated cases are 11,142. Community resources are Impact Family Counseling. They provide services for cribs for kids, for safe sleeping environment, and family strengthening. Alabama Child First Foundation. They established the Children First Trust Fund. They established to improve the lives of children in Alabama. Children Hospital Intervention and Prevention Services. This is the CHIP Center, outpatient center for children in Alabama suspected of abuse and families. They can get support and healing, psychosocial assessment, social work services, prevention, and education. The advocacy plan to Alabama Department of Children Abuse and Neglect Prevention. The Children Trust Fund of Alabama was adopted by Alabama legislature in 1983 to address the state's growing problem of child neglect and maltreatment. Voices of Alabama Children, one person, one organization, one vote, one voice to work for a healthy, safe, and secure childhood for every Alabama child is represented by the state. Alabama Child Advocacy Center provides a safe environment and law enforcement child protection service, prosecution, medical, and mental health, and they also help professionals share their information, develop effective strategies for the needs of the children related to each case. They provide forensic interviews, medical exams, multidisciplinary team case review, and therapy. The ideal goal is to advocate for sufficient funding for agencies that serve children in the 12 states of Alabama, and they benefit from the Children's First Fund by the General Fund of Education to continue to educate lawmakers on what proposed cuts could do to the well-being of the children of Alabama.